Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have decided to challenge myself. As I said in my goals video, one of my goals for this year is to paint a portrait within 3 hours. And another one of those goals is to enter the SkyArts competition for Portrait Artist of the Year. So I thought, why not combine those two goals and try and paint my entry portrait within 3 hours? Because during the show, you only have about 3 hours to paint a portrait. So I think this will be really good practice and also gets the entry over with. So this is the photo that I'm going to be painting from. Is a self-portrait, it has to be. You also submit a second painting of somebody else, which I've already done. I've already got tons of paintings of other people, but I don't really paint self-portrait. The average portrait at the moment, for about this size, takes me about 15 hours, and the biggest portrait I've ever done took me 40 hours, so I really want to like cut down the time, otherwise I'm not going to get it anyway, so I'm going to fail at the competition basically. So yeah, that's the challenge, to paint a portrait within 3 hours. So usually when I'm painting a portrait, I like to paint my background first and then leave it whole day, because I paint with oil paints, it takes a long time for the paints to dry. So if I paint the background first, it's going to be really messy and it's going to smudge everything. So this time I'm going to use acrylics as a background. Oh yeah, and a quick life update. So yesterday I applied to universities. I sent away my UCAS application. Also, I wrote my personal statement like just a few hours before that, so leaving it a bit to the last minute, but it's all good, I hope. So I've applied to University of Leeds, King's College London, University of Edinburgh and Cambridge, but we don't talk about that because it doesn't really count. It is currently roughly 10 to 2, so I'm going to start my timer now. Ready, set, go. So in the image, the background is obviously a lot more complicated, but I like to just keep the background plain so that like the attention doesn't get diverted. So I'm just going to give a nice, it's really bright though, so it might actually draw attention away anyway. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? That's not exactly good.
YouTube quality.
So just covering all this in red, giving a nice simple background. It might be a bit bright, but we'll adjust that later on. So just, and this dries so quickly, so it's difficult to spread out. Should get some water, that might speed it up, but then it will also take longer to dry, so just get in the main areas for now. I'm going way over, but also it's acrylic, so it doesn't really matter. You can easily paint over acrylic, which is so good. Okay, so that is done. So what I like to do is start with the eyes. I don't know why, but yeah, I start with usually the right eye and then I expand, then I move to the nose, then I move to the other eye and the lips. So I like to do the facial features first and then paint the skin around it. And I've destroyed my rubber. This is my rubber. Okay, so on the photo it's actually quite purple skin, which is a bit difficult because I've literally never done that before. So I would go with maybe pink and purple. What I like to do is like zoom in on that so you can actually like see the tone without having to like distinguish. So yeah, moving on here. So that's kind of pink, so I can work with that. That's like this colour. Close enough. And there's some white and it's all good. And then maybe a bit of yellow goes into that as well. So I'm going to stick to traditions right here and I'm going to just go for the eye. These are going to be my main colours, I guess. Kind of pinky, kind of lavender and then a darker purple. And use a lot of white. I'm just doing the whites of the eye at the moment, which is the most effective part actually. The whites really make a difference on how 3D it looks. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because we are under a time limit, girl. You're going to move. You see, this is why it takes so long to do it, because I'm a flipping perfectionist. I should do a live stream at some point. Would you guys like live streams? I'm just thinking out loud right now. Because I am thinking of doing live streams, but I don't think I could actually talk to people for like extended periods of time with just my own thoughts. Like, I need something to work off of, and I don't think I have enough subscribers to like have a conversation with someone. That doesn't look too bad. I'm proud of that. That's good. Okay, that's enough. I'm done. Okay, next. So I'm gonna go work on the pupil. Okay, so that is done. The eyes are done. It looks absolutely horrible. Let me just show you. Like, they look so wonky, but I generally just don't have enough time. I'll come back to them later if they look bad, like, overall. Alright, so I've finished the area around the eyes. I think it looks horrible, to be honest, but I'm gonna keep going. I think just it looks really weird because there's just so many different colours. It just looks unnatural, but that if I finish the face and then like look at it as a whole, that it will look a lot better. So I'm just gonna see how this goes. The hour is almost up, guys. The hour is almost up. And this is pretty damn good progress because it usually takes me an hour to finish one eye, and even though these look quite bad, I think like this has gone quite well so far. As I continue painting, I just want to talk to you guys about today's sponsor. I wish. But seriously, okay, this is the perfect video to just talk about random stuff. If you are interested, I do have an art website. It is linked on my channel, but I also link it in this video description. I'm selling portraits that I've already painted on there, but I highly doubt anyone's ever going to want to buy a portrait of somebody they don't know. So if you want to commission me and like have your own painting, then there is a section for that. You just email me and yeah, I'm so good at advertising. I'm also planning my next trip. I don't know where I want to go yet. That's the problem. I'm thinking about going to Rio, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, or maybe Croatia. I want to go to Croatia maybe. Well, not really. I've contacted a place there, but I'm having second thoughts about that one. But I'm also a bit worried because it's a whole new continent. I've only ever been inside Europe, so I'm not entirely sure. And I know there's like higher crime rates and all that, but I don't know if that's true or not, especially in the area that I'm going to be staying at. Apparently it's really safe. But yeah, that's my dilemma at the moment. Let me know what you guys think and maybe suggest your own countries. I also don't want to stick to Europe because I feel like that's too much in my comfort zone now, even though it's really scary. Like every time I go on a trip, like the day before, I'm like, fuck, why did I do this? But I also kind of want to push it to the next level and go to Brazil. It's also quite expensive to get there. If I buy a one-way ticket, it's £350. If I buy a return ticket, it's £400. But I'm not sure. What do you guys recommend? What countries do you think are good? Let me know. Okay, it's getting a bit darker now, so I hope you can still see the painting okay. But I've just realised there is 1 hour and 10 minutes left. So, I mean, the face is obviously the hardest part, and that is almost done. I literally just need to do the chin. Thank God I was wearing a black t-shirt, because otherwise this would not work. Although I suppose I could change it if I wasn't, but having a black t-shirt, that's just so useful. I'm so glad I did that. I like how it looks in like a stylized way, but I don't think it looks really realistic. It looks like other styles that I've seen on Instagram, for example. So now I know how they achieve that. It's just by not caring about really small details. It's by getting the broader picture complete, which I think is really, really useful. Is done. Now I'm going to quickly work on the hair and then rush the body because it's currently 30 minutes left to complete the hair and the shirt. Actually I'm going to do the shirt first, just so I get that out the way, because it really shouldn't be that difficult. It's just black, so. But the hair will be quite complicated. I don't know, we'll see. And it's also getting really dark, so I'll have to put some lights up as well. This is so bad. So close, oh my god. 22 minutes. Let's see if I can do the hair in 22 minutes. Let's go. was that. I'm so happy. Yes, queen. Now it's time to play Sims. This is the photo. And this is the painting. Ain't she beautiful? Everything, it does look kind of flat, and the hair just doesn't look good here. What the hell is this? That's not even painted. I am going to add these details later because I do want to get accepted into the competition, but for now, like, this is incredible. I'm so proud of this. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye bye!